Welcome to week 1 of the Evergreen Crochet Along. Every Friday for the next 3 weeks I'll be releasing a tutorial on this channel for part 1, part 2 and part 3 of this gorgeous textured cowl pattern that's inspired by the winter woodland. These tutorials are free, but if you'd prefer written instructions or you want to support the channel, I will link to the paid pattern down in the description. I'll also put some information down there of how to join in the crochet along for free, as well as the yarn and hooks that are needed for this project. Please note that you need 2 different sized crochet hooks for this project. For today's tutorial, week 1 down here, we're going to need the smaller hook, the 3.5mm hook, but for weeks 2 and weeks 3 we're going to need the larger 3.75mm hook. So make sure you double check the hook size before you start each part. In this week's tutorial we're going to be starting our cowl with a row of foundation crochet. That gives us a nice stretchy edge for our cowl. If you've never done this technique before, don't worry, I'll take you through it step by step. After we've started our cowl with some foundation crochet, we're then going to learn a stitch that I've named Spruce Tree Stitch, which is inspired by the branches of spruce trees. To start your row of foundation crochet, make a slip knot using your preferred method. Then make a chain of 2. 1, 2. Foundation crochet is great because it means we don't have to make one long chain to get our crochet started. We actually crochet our first row and our chain at the same time. So to make our first foundation crochet stitch, put your hook into that first chain that we made. It doesn't matter if you go under 1 or 2 loops here. Next, yarn over and pull up a loop. You should now have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 1. This creates a kind of fake chain stitch just here, and that's what we're using instead of our starting chain. We're then going to make our first single crochet by yarning over and pulling through both loops on your hook. If I bring this up to the camera, hopefully I can explain what we're looking at here. So I've just got another crochet hook to kind of point to things. So here is our starting chain of 2 that we made. This loop here is our fake chain that we made. And this here is our first foundation single crochet. And we're going to be repeating these steps around. So to make the next foundation crochet, you need to put your hook under this loop here. So my hook is going under there, kind of into that first fake chain that we made. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You should now have 2 loops on your hook. We're then going to make our second fake chain by yarning over and pulling through 1. There's our second fake chain there. Then we're going to make our second single crochet by yarning over and pulling through 2. So let's repeat that again. So we're putting our hook into that last kind of fake chain. We're going under this loop here. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You should now have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 1. Yarn over and pull through 2. That's our next foundation single crochet. And again, I'll stay with you for a few more of these foundation crochet stitches. Put your hook under that loop of the last fake chain here. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 1. Yarn over and pull through 2. And again, put your hook under that loop of the fake chain. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 1. Yarn over and pull through 2. So now we've made a few of these foundation single crochets. Hopefully you can see what I mean by that we are crocheting the starting chain and the first row at the same time. You need to continue making these foundation single crochets until you've made a total of 228 of them. Or if you want a different sized cowl, make a multiple of 12. If you're finding this technique too difficult, you can instead make a chain of 228, join it in the round and then do a round of single crochet. However, I would recommend going up a hook size just for that starting chain because, as you can see, foundation crochet is lovely and stretchy. So once you've either made those 228 chains or 228 foundation single crochet, come back to this tutorial and I'll show you how to join in the round. Once you've finished making your very long row of foundation crochet, yours will be a lot longer than mine. I'm making a small sample to demonstrate the stitches for the purposes of this tutorial, so don't worry, yours will be a lot longer than mine. So before we join this in the round, we need to make sure that we haven't got any twists or folds in our foundation crochet, because otherwise that will then translate up into the cowl and you'll end up with a twisted cowl. So fold your chain, well, your foundation crochet in half, making sure we've got no twists, it's just a circle all the way around. Then bring up the two edges of the foundation crochet together, and then we're going to slip stitch into that first foundation single crochet that we made over here. So ignoring this starting chain, that doesn't count as a stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch in the top of that first stitch. Now if you look, we've got a gap at the bottom of our row of foundation crochet, so grab yourself a needle and thread your tail onto it, and then just take a stitch through that last fake chain we made, just like that, and pull it through. You can then, if you want to, weave your tail into this foundation crochet. I'm going to leave mine for now because I want to get on with this tutorial. So we're now ready for round 2, which is kind of like a setup row for the rest of the section of the spruce tree stitch. So start this round with a chain of 3. This counts as your first double crochet stitch. Now work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 foundation stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Now skip 1 and then we're going to work 2 puff stitches into the stitch after that. If you've not done a puff stitch before, I'll take you through it now step by step. Yarn over and put your hook into that stitch. So we're skipping this stitch and then putting our hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now keep pulling until that loop is about the height of a half double crochet, so just shorter than a double crochet. Yarn over and put your hook back into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop to that same height. Yarn over and put your hook back into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop to that same height again. You should now have 7 loops of yarn on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 6. Yarn over and pull through 2. That is the first puff stitch made. Now work a second puff stitch into the same stitch. So I'll stay with you again and we'll do it step by step. Yarn over and put your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and put your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Remember, we're pulling up these loops to slightly longer than they normally would be. Yarn over and put your hook back into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You should now have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 6. Yarn over and pull through 2. So we've just made 2 puff stitches into that stitch there. Now we're not going to skip the next stitch. Instead, we're going to work a double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the next stitch and work 2 puff stitches into the stitch after that. Skip a stitch and put your hook into the stitch after that. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Keep pulling until that loop is about the height of a half double crochet. Yarn over and put your hook back into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop to that same height. Yarn over and put your hook into the stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop to that same height. You should now have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through just 6 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Let's make a puff stitch together one more time. Yarn over and put your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop to that same height. Yarn over and put your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop to that same height. Yarn over and put your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop to that same height. You should now have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 6. Yarn over and pull through 2. So hopefully now you can see how this stitch pattern is going to repeat all the way around the round. So we're going to work a double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches, skip a stitch and then work 2 puffs in the stitch after that and repeat until the end of the round. You should at the end of this round have 228 stitches. In fact, for every round in every section of this cowl you'll always have 228 stitches. If you're struggling with those puff stitches, don't forget you can slow down and rewind this tutorial, but if you're happy, go ahead and pause this video now and I'll meet you back at the end of the round and then I'll show you round 3. So here I am at the end of round 2 and I've just worked those 2 puff stitches. To finish off the round, slip stitch into the top of the starting chain, so in there. And that's round 2 finished. Round 3 is very similar, but we put our puffs in a different place. So start round 3 with a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, then work a double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to work our puff stitches between the 2 puff stitches from the previous round. So if I take these 2 puffs and pull them apart, you can see there's a gap between them. That's where we're going to be making our next 2 puff stitches. So yarn over and put your hook into this space here. We're not going into the top of this stitch up here, we're going in between the puff stitches. And make your puff stitch here just as we did in the previous round. So there's my first puff stitch. I'm then going to work a second one back into that same space. Next, work a double crochet into the next double crochet. So we never crochet in the top of the puff stitches from the previous round. We're not making our next stitch in here, we're making our next stitch in there. And work a double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. And then repeat this around, working 2 puff stitches between the 2 puffs from the last round, and then working a double crochet into each of the next 4 double crochets from the previous round, and repeat that around. And in fact, that's the row we're going to repeat for the rest of this section. So here's the finished cowl, and as you can see, we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds of these puff stitches and double crochets. So including our foundation crochet, section 1 is a total of 7 rounds. So go ahead and repeat round 3 until you've made those 7 rounds total. Then fasten off just as you would in any crochet project, and I'll see you back here next week for part 2, the pinecone stitch.